Welcome to A Course in Miracles Essentials. I'm Auntie Patricia, and today we're studying Workbook Lesson number 121. Forgiveness is the key to happiness. Here is the answer to your search for peace. Here is the key to meaning in a world that seems to make no sense. Here is the way to safety in apparent dangers that appear to threaten you at every turn and bring uncertainty to all your hopes of ever finding quietness and peace. Here are all questions answered. Here, the end of all uncertainty, ensured at last. The unforgiving mind is full of fear and offers no room to be itself, no place where it can spread its wings in peace and soar above the turmoil of the world. The unforgiving mind is sad, without the hope of respite and release from pain. It suffers and abides in misery, peering about in darkness, seeing not, yet certain of the dangers lurking there. The unforgiving mind is torn with doubt, confused about itself and all it sees, afraid and angry, weak and blustering, afraid to go ahead, afraid to stay, afraid to waken or to go to sleep, afraid of every sound, yet even more afraid of stillness. Terrified of darkness, yet even more terrified at the approach of light. What can the unforgiving mind perceive but its damnation? What can it behold except the proof that its sins are real? Because the unforgiving mind sees no mistakes, but only sins. So it sees them everywhere, inside itself and out. It looks upon the world with sightless eyes, and shrieks as it beholds its own projections rising to attack its miserable parody of life. It wants to live, yet it wishes it were dead. It wants forgiveness, yet it sees no hope. It wants escape, yet can conceive of none, because it sees the sinful everywhere. The unforgiving mind is in despair, without the prospect of a future which can offer anything more than despair. Yet it regards its judgment of the world as irreversible, and does not see it has condemned itself to this despair. It thinks it cannot change, for what it sees bears witness that its judgment is correct. But it doesn't ask because it thinks it knows. It doesn't question since it is certain it is right. Sin is an idea you taught yourself. So forgiveness must be an idea you learn as well from a teacher who represents the other self, the capital S self, in you. Through him, you learn to forgive the self, the little self, you think you made, and let it disappear. Thus you return your mind to one, to him who is your self and who can never sin. Each unforgiving mind presents you with an opportunity to teach you how to forgive yourself. Today we practice learning to forgive. If you are willing, you can take the key to happiness and use it on your own behalf. We will devote 10 minutes in the morning and 10 at night learning how to give forgiveness and receive forgiveness too. The unforgiving mind doesn't believe that giving and receiving are the same. Yet we will try to learn today that they are one through practicing forgiveness toward one you think of as an enemy and one whom you consider to be a friend. As you learn to see them both as one, we will extend the lesson to yourself and see that their forgiveness includes yours. Begin by thinking of someone you do not like him. Someone who seems to irritate you or cause regret in you if you should meet him. One you actively despise or merely try to overlook. You probably have chosen him already. You know. Now, close your eyes and see him in your mind. And look at him a while. Try to perceive some light in him somewhere, a little gleam which you had never noticed. Try to find some little spark of brightness shining through the ugly picture you hold of him. Look at this picture until you see a light somewhere within it. And then try to take this light and let it extend until it covers him and makes the picture beautiful and good. Look at this changed perception for a while and turn your mind to one you call a friend. Try to transfer the light you learned to see around your former enemy to your friend. Perceive him now as more than a friend to you. For in that light, his holiness shows you your Savior, saved and saving, healed and whole. Then let him offer you the light you see in him, and let your enemy and friend unite in blessing you with what you gave. Now you are one with them, and they with you. Now you have been forgiven by yourself. Do not forget throughout the day the role forgiveness plays in bringing happiness to every unforgiving mind, with yours among them. Every hour, tell yourself, forgiveness is the key to happiness. I will awaken from the dream that I am mortal, fallible, and full of sin, and know that I am the perfect Son of God. So thank you for coming today, and thank you for practicing Lesson 121, and please come back tomorrow for Lesson 122. See you then.